I want to start talking about class. So welcome to class. Here are the basics about the class. You guys want to write those down? My office is 154. It's on the same floor you came in. It's the corner in the around the corner. My office hours are usually right before this class. I'm usually in my office right before this class. Or you could just email it to me anytime. I usually check my emails all the way up till 9 p.m. every day. So if you send me an email before 9, I can probably help you. If you have a question about any homeworks, take a picture of the work that you're doing, send it to me and say, hey, I think I'm on the right track, or I'm not sure, I'm completely lost. Can you help me? And I will try to help you. Okay? And my email is given here. So it's just my last name. So it should not be that difficult. Questions, concerns so far? Do we know about office hours? Do we know about how to email me? Excellent. Okay, so now comes the fun part. I would like us all to read this quote. 1, 2, 3, go. What do we not want to do? Just that. Okay? So I would recommend that when we come to this class, we come prepared to work our brains, and it's okay to work our brains. Just like any other muscle, it will get tired, and that's okay, right? The first time you start exercising after a long time, or you learn something new, or you start jogging or running, right? Your muscles hurt. So if your brain hurts a little bit, that's okay. It'll be fine. The biggest problem that I've noticed that happens is when we stop coming to class. We're like, oh, I'm too tired to go in. I'll just do a Zoom session, today, because I just don't want to go in. Yeah, try avoiding that. I know you can. That is for emergencies. I know you can, but really, really try not to do that. Okay? Okay. And remember this quote. This is my quote. The one written in red. Be prepared for that. And I really like this picture. Oh, can I not make it bigger? Can you guys see this? What's written in the middle? Yeah, a miracle happens here. That's what we're explaining in this course. Okay. So what is science? Science is a study of the natural world based on simple, repeatable steps that are used to acquire and interpret data. And all of these steps together are called the scientific method. How many of you know about the scientific method? Oh, yay! We all know. So what is a scientific method? Okay, so step 1. What are you curious about? What do you want to learn about? Anything that comes to mind. Anybody want to know? Anyone want to hazard a guess during this whole semester? What would you like to learn? Do you play an instrument? Okay. I'll pick 2 people. Okay, you guys, which instruments do you play? Flute and clarinet. Okay, so those are both wind instruments. Anyone play a guitar or something? Okay, guitar. Okay, guitar. Oh, violin, same thing. Not same. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. But similar categories of musical instrument. Perfect. So your question for this class is you want to learn how your instrument works. Got it? Good. So that is a question that you are curious about during this work. So in this course, What do you want to learn? Anyone play the piano? Okay, that will be your project. That will be your question. Anyone else? Somebody else raise their hand. Okay, sort of, right? So everybody pick an instrument that you want to learn about, and that's your curiosity question. That might actually be your extra credit presentation towards the end of the semester. Did you learn enough about your instrument during this whole time? Right? So we're going to do the scientific method for the entire semester. So here's our, sorry, you guys didn't tell me anything. Anyone from the middle? Do you guys have a curiosity about something? Any instrument? Anybody sing? Yes?
I mean, I play the euphonium, so that's a brass instrument.
The brass instrument?
But yeah, that's something I can be curious about.
Excellent. So that's your project then. Anyone else play anything or sing?
I mean, I also play music, so that's what
Perfect. So everybody who plays an instrument, that will be your curiosity factor. Yes?
I think.
Sing. Excellent. We will do that too. So maybe you're curious about how that works. Anybody play a sport? 1, 2, 3. Anybody runs? Anybody jogs? Right? Anybody, like literally anything that you do. Do you listen to music? Do you want to know how notes are written? Something about that during the semester. So it's not going to be like something that happens today, but keep that in mind as we go through the semester. By the time we end, did we answer your question? And can you now present it as an extra credit presentation? In terms of science, not in terms of music, but in terms of science, what you play and how that instrument is played. That's our task for between now and May. To develop that question, to do data analysis, to do all kinds of things, and get you to the point where you are explaining it back to the class on how your instrument works. Right? People getting excited? That is going to be so much fun. So next one will be, let's construct a hypothesis. What is a hypothesis? It's your preliminary idea about what is happening. Okay? The beauty of hypotheses is that they can be incorrect. So my idea about why the sky is blue, my idea about why the grass is green, right? My idea on how I play my instrument. I know how to play the instrument, but do I know how the instrument is played? See the difference? That's what you're going to learn. So you develop a hypothesis in your head. So everybody close your eyes. Think about your instrument and make a hypothesis. I want you to write that down. So we should have two things written down. One, we should have our question written down. What do we want to learn? And two, we should have a hypothesis about how that instrument or that thing is played or done or something. So if you jog, think about how you do that. If you play an instrument, think about how that works. What do you have to do? Do you have to hit certain keys? What does that mean? Do you have to hold your fingers on certain holes or press those buttons? How do they work? And you don't have to be right. I mean, I know you know how to play the instrument, but do you know how the instrument is played? And that's the beauty of hypothesis. It could be completely wrong, but that's the discovery part. Don't look up anything, just literally what you think right now. No one else will see this except you. And maybe if you want to share with us at the end of the semester, you know, maybe you'll share it with us, but no one will force you to do that. Are we good? Okay, now the rest of the semester will be spent on doing the following 4 or 5 things, right? Background research is what I will be talking to you about, what we will be talking about. Good? Experimentation is what you will do in the lab. So as we do background research, as I talk to you about things, you will be experimenting almost simultaneously in your labs about the stuff that we are doing. Not necessarily about your instrument, but about how sound and things are produced and transmitted. Okay? Then you will do observation and analysis again in the lab. Compare the two with the research is with what you're seeing. If it matches with what you want, yay, good job. You will do the results and conclusions. At the end of the semester, you'll be like, yep, my hypothesis was completely correct and I know what I'm doing. If not, you're going to go back and you're going to reconstruct a new hypothesis and start all over again, which I hope doesn't happen. But that's the scientific method. So during this whole semester, that's the one question that you have written down, each and every one of you, that has to be answered. Got it? And we might be taking detours, but I promise you by the time we end, we should all have answers to some of our questions. Maybe not all, but then you can do a little bit more research and then you'll get the answers. Are we good? Yay, I'm already excited about this semester. There's lots of people who play instruments. It's going to be exciting. So question posed, hypothesis developed, questions answered at the end. Okay, very good.